Before we get started, here's a quick PSA. YouTube has been unsubscribing people from all the channels, including mine. So be sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to be notified when all the new videos are up. Thank you, and enjoy the video.
Spending most their lives living in a gangster's paradise. Keep spending most our lives living in a gangster's paradise.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus. Look at that thing. Scarier than my ass. Thank God we don't live in that timeline. What's up, guys? Sonic.exe here, creepypasta extraordinaire at your service. And today we're going to be discussing the highly successful Sonic movie, the one with this design right here. And man, oh man, what a trip. Paramount, the infamous studio behind the Bayformers and the Shrek Turtles, actually listened to the fans by not giving us Sunken Donuts and the spiritual sequel to one hot movie, with the end result being an actual Sonic feature film, complete with an origin story, references to the deeper Sonic lore, and Easter eggs for the hardcore, accomplishing its goal in welcoming fans both new and old to an all-new, all-different Sonic universe. Paramount truly made the unthinkable by pulling off one of the biggest Uno reverse cards of all time. Now, as you all know, I was originally not looking forward to the film franchise at first, but now this film actually got me hyped for a sequel, overshadowing whatever the crap Sega is gonna come up with next. Sonic 2020? No thanks, I want a movie sequel. As of the recording of this video, the Sonic movie has overperformed with nearly $200 million at the box office, something I would have never imagined seeing in my lifetime. I honestly thought this was going to be as big of a flop as Cats. Thankfully, that isn't the case. Aside from all the praises towards Toots' big screen debut, what the hell did I think of the film, you ask? Well, warning. This handsome blue motherfucker is about to go deep down the rabbit hole, full of juicy little spoilers. So if you have not seen Sonic the Hedgehog 2020, stop what you're doing and go watch it. Thanks. Come back when you've seen it. Well, it's far from a perfect feature film, but it's not a bad one either. Sonic as a character is supposed to be a lot younger than puberty know-it-all the Hedgehog, as seen in the modern titles. Yes, I really am not a fan of the Roger Sonic voice. I definitely preferred Ben Schwartz's attempt because his Sonic voice was a lot closer to the Ryan Drummond voice. Yup, he is a much younger Sonic, and sadly the flossing makes sense because that's what kids are into nowadays. At least that's what Hollywood thinks. Oh boy. Sonic being a loner was quite an interesting route to take the character, cause he seems to love pushing his friends aside lately and getting all the credit for all the work. Again, modern titles. I am not a fan of the modern titles. And unlike the modern games, they actually made the attempt on making Sonic a likable character because in the games, his overconfidence gets annoying and really old real fast. Character development. Hell yeah! Oh yeah, and did I forget to mention that Sonic has an emotional breakdown scene, something that Sega would not allow? Poor guy. Oh man, I really wanted him to get a best friend. Like, a really good friend. Yeah, not him. Sorry, we didn't get a AAA voice actor to voice you yet, so an end credit scene will do. However, much like the rest of these genre films, they gave Sonic a human sidekick, and thankfully, he was not the main focus of the movie. His actual friend, cause low budget, is Tom Wachowski, the sheriff of Green Hills, aka the Nut Lord.
Boy howdy, this man has nuts of steel.
I really wish they would have gone with the Nut Lord, but I mean Donut Lord will do. Unlike these other shitty films, the humans are side characters and entertaining to see on screen. Keyword, side characters, as Sonic was the main focus of the story instead of falsely advertising a crappy film about a cartoon character with a shitty B story no one gives a flying hoot about. On a side note, I really enjoyed the old coot who made the infamous Sonic drawing. I mean, he had the chainsaw at the end. Oh, I'm getting off track. Anyway, moving along. Last but not least, the one human character I was mostly excited to see on screen was the man, the myth, the legend, Jim Carrey as the Eggman. Wait, he's not the Eggman. Oh, I mean Robotnik, cause every hero has a genesis. And boy howdy, quite the performance he brought out of his egg sack. A return to form for the comedic giant, as I was not a fan of his more serious works. He went all out Ace Ventura plus an IQ of 3,000. Not the character we know and love at first, but he gets there at the end. All thanks to the power of shrooms. Story was interesting to say the least. Typical 3-act structure with rising and falling action. Act 1 were a little bit on the short side, but definitely the better stuff of the film, consisting of a hyper-realistic green hill, echidnas, owl mama, that epic chase around the world, and fun spaghetti western standoff between Sonic and the Eggman. Act 2 slowed down a bit because it was all about the family fun road trip elements, including the infamous flossing. But it did have a fun bar fight scene with Sonic going full Quicksilver, followed by a Damn, Skippy! How many fucking chili dogs did you eat? Cute story, but feels like a setup towards a bigger story arc. Robotnik will be back, and Tails is coming to get Sonic on board for a new quest. So yeah, that's the Sonic movie, full of ups and downs, but it was a fun little origin story. I give this film an 8 out of 10. Definitely has a lot of potential to go bigger for the sequels. Is it going to blow the Oscar crowd away? No. And thankfully, is safe from the fucking Razzies. Oh my gosh, I made horrible predictions. But could you blame me last year? That design was awful. Now that the film is a huge hit, I would like to quickly ramble about the sequel and how I think this is going to affect the game franchise, cause believe me, there is a bit to discuss. For starters, Tails is getting a recast. They're most likely going to get an actual AAA actor to voice Tails in the sequel, because from what I heard, Tails wasn't even in the test screening, and they got Colleen as a last-minute thing. You know, the voice actress from the actual modern Sonic titles. So I'm thinking someone like Tom Holland, Jesse Eisenberg, or I don't know, some other dude is gonna voice Tails for the sequel. A higher budget definitely means that they're going off-world, because most of the first film was on Earth, with a bit of a tease of Green Hill Zone, but I really want to see what the other planets look like, including that mysterious Sega Saturn planet. Fingers crossed for Sega Sanshiro. So the first film was definitely Sonic 1, with Sonic versus Eggman for the first time. What I think is going to happen in the second one is obviously going to be Sonic 2, because Tails is in it, but maybe Metal Sonic. I am hoping to see a cinematic adaptation of Sonic CD with the Little Planet, or with the rumors of The Rock possibly joining as Knuckles. Maybe we can add a pinch of Sonic 3 into the mix. Ooh, that would be a fascinating story to tell. I mean, you already got the Echidna tribe there, so what could we know about the Master Emerald Guardian in this new cinematic universe? A lot of questions, but we're probably not going to know anything until, say, 2022, which is when I think the sequel is going to get released. Now, as for the games, I am very concerned about the games. Only 3 gosh darned level designers, and you took how long to make the Sega Hedgehog engine? Not to mention the shit that they've done with Infinite. I was really looking forward to that villain, okay? He seemed like a very interesting dude, but the whole "I'm not weak" bullshit was pretty pathetic. Made me lose interest in the character in an instant. Oh yeah, and he basically pussies out of the game by the end. And you might be asking yourself, what does Forces have to do with everything? Unlike all the successful spin-offs and Mania,
Sonic Team
is not going to give a damn about us. How we complain and how we react to all this. Tails is still going to be a pussy. Roger Craig's Sonic is going to be the only playable character again, and you know they're going to find a way to shoehorn classic Sonic in what appears to be another nostalgia-based, beatable in 5 hours, mediocre type of game. However, that could possibly change because of this one movie. Whether you like it or not, Sonic is relevant to the general public again, and they actually give a damn about his stories now. But what happens when said general audience sees the mediocre work put out by Sonic Team? I'm gonna get a lot of hate, but Sonic Colors, Sonic Lost World, Sonic Generations, and Sonic Forces. Who boy, here come the dislikes, baby. They're probably not going to take the franchises seriously and create some cringy ass memes. Sadly, it's the only reason why we got a movie in the first place. But hey, that's life. Okay, I did not expect to go deep into rant territory, but if you're interested to know why I don't like these games, leave a comment down below. And oh boy, I'm gonna have to create another one of these just for the fucking games. TLDR, Sonic's video game future is questionable, but the movie future is bright as ever. Thank you all so much for watching. Hoping to roll out a couple of more film reviews and have some more discussions within the realm of pop culture. Cause believe me, I need content on the channel, and these 3D animations take forever to make. They're fun, but they take forever. And for the last time, stop asking for FNAF stuff. I'm not gonna take those furries on anymore, okay? There are far worse monsters out there, man.